Hey, what's up, everybody? It's been a couple days since I've had a chance to chime in and talk about my family archive project, so I thought I'd take a couple minutes to do that today and let you all know where I was at. The print scanning and the slide scanning, the film scanning, all that is going really well, and I'm going to try to get as much more of that done as possible this weekend before classes start on Tuesday. And as soon as that happens, I'm taking 19 units worth of upper division classes. I'm not going to have time to do very much else other than read and write papers. So, like I said, this weekend I'm going to be hitting it pretty hard and trying to get as much done as possible. Today, however, I thought I'd talk about something that I haven't touched base on so far, and that's archiving slash restoring slash digitizing old home videos. And specifically in my case, I'm from the generation where home videos were recorded on VHS tapes for the most part. I think probably we might have some Betamax tapes laying around somewhere, maybe some old Super 8 stuff, but for the most part, all of our old home videos were on VHSs. So I thought I'd just take a couple minutes to show you all what my setup is looking like and sort of my idea and my thought process behind how to best go about doing this without investing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars in equipment. Um, so pretty much the first primary piece of equipment that you have to consider when doing this is, of course, the VCR. And you know, I've transferred a couple tapes before in the past, and I just used the cheap Walmart $100 VCR back from 1994 or what have you to capture my VHS footage, and it came out pretty good and all that. But now I'm at the point where I'm thinking if I'm going to invest all the time and the money in doing this, then I only want to do it once, first of all, and I want it to be good. I want to have a good, high quality end product. That way, 5 years down the line, when I plug the DVD into my DVD player or the Blu-ray into my Blu-ray player, if I ever get one of those, I'm not saying to myself and kicking myself in the ass, saying, "Damn, I really, really could have, thought about this a little bit more and had a better end product." Um, and then I'd find myself in the position of like having to redo the whole thing. So anyway, having said all that, about the VCR specifically, I really wanted to go out and find a good VCR, a good playback device, so that when the footage is being recorded in that digital format, it's the best possible analog projection. I was looking at some VCRs, newest generation VCRs that were put out before DVD players really sort of took over the home video market. There were some JVC models that really caught my attention, and what these guys were doing is creating devices so that when you plug the tape in the VCR and you push play, what it actually does is loads the information from the tape into digital memory, and while it's in memory, it performs things like color enhancement and tracking before the image actually hits your TV or hits your screen. In my case, before the image hits my digital capture device. So right from the get-go, there's already a little bit of digital restoration that's going on before it even gets recorded on my computer digitally. So I saw that feature and I was really sold on it and excited to see how well it would work. One of the other things about the VCR that I ended up getting is that the output isn't coax and it's not RCA. See, the trouble with coax is that you have all three color signals, red, green, and blue, and your audio signals, left and right, in one tiny little cable. RCA takes it up one notch, where in that format, it separates the left and the right audio channel into separate cables, and then the video into its own dedicated cable. But the trouble with that is that you have your red, green, and blue color channels all still running through that one cable. This VCR, it doesn't do component output, but it does do S-video output, and S-video output is a hell of a lot better than the composite cable, that RCA cable, where all three of the colors are just in one pin. So the VCR has two huge advantages for me. There's like the preloaded buffering of the video where it performs tracking and color enhancing and all that good stuff. And then the output is S-video. That's allowing me to capture the digital video at a higher resolution, and it's already had one pass of color enhancing, and I won't have to worry about the tracking issues that often come up with older tapes on older VCRs. So that's a little bit about the VCR that I'm working with. Of course, I wasn't quite content with just that by itself. I have a little bit of an audio engineering background, so I was trying to think of a way that I could run the audio signal through some of the equipment that I have at my disposal, simply by running the left and the right channel into my mixing board here. A little bit of a parametric EQ so that all of the voices in the tape stand out. I'm running that. It goes through the EQ first, then into the compressor. And what the compressor does is that takes the loudest peaks at the at the loudest points of an audio signal, and then the lowest areas of an audio signal, and it compresses that distance between the two of them, so that the really loud parts on the tape and the really quiet parts on the tape, the relative volume between them gets compressed. And that takes care of a bunch of issues like during playback, yelling into the microphone on the camcorder. It doesn't blast your eardrums when you're listening to it 30 years later or what have you. So with a VCR, I'm cleaning up the visual picture and running the audio signal through my mixing board. I'm already cleaning up the audio before any of this stuff actually gets digitized and recorded onto my computer. The actual video capture device that I'm using is just this simple little USB dealie. Audio cables and your video cable into one end of the device, and then you're plugging the other end of the device into the computer via USB. And through a piece of software, WinTV I think it's called, I just tell it to capture whatever is being sent to it, and off it goes. So that's kind of where I am at this point. I'm just capturing all of the raw footage from the old VHS tapes that I have. And probably what I'll be doing first is just getting the tapes transferred as is onto DVD discs so I can dole them all out to the various members of my family. And then after that, what I might do is see about getting a lot of the footage put into a video editing program, and then doing some creative things in terms of splicing different scenes together and adding music and maybe some text. And actually I thought it might be kind of fun to get the whole family together while watching these movies and then recording a commentary so that our grandkids and great-grandkids could not only watch stuff of us when we were kids, but what we had to say about it when we were adults watching ourselves as children and all that good stuff. So anyway, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to see how the end product is going to turn out. And honestly, I think it's going to be pretty cool. So if you like the stuff that I have to say, obviously, if you're family and you haven't subscribed to me by now, shame on you. If you're a friend and you haven't subscribed to me by now, shame on you too. If you're a random internet user and some of the things that I've had to say here have made little light bulbs go off on top of your head, then please subscribe to my channel. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know that you like what I have to say. And yeah, that's cool. It'll be all good. Anyway, catch you all next time.